Hi, this is Subrata, founder and CEO of Auvoya. We are an AI travel companion, and we are redefining how people plan and experience travel. Now, here is a problem. When we look for visiting somewhere, we are inundated these days with information. Very difficult to validate something, very difficult to collaborate with our traveling group members, and most of the times, it's generic. It doesn't really fit. Even if it's the small details that we might miss, it might end up ruining the entire experience. Look at these numbers. Upwards of 70% of the times, people are canceling, giving up, settling. More than $2 trillion is underutilized. This is the money people actually want to spend, but they don't or can't because of underutilized experiences. So we believe there is an opportunity to change it completely, and that's what we are doing at Auvoya. So here, we start right off the bat. We ask you how you want to design your experience. Who is traveling with you? Whether you want to see your itinerary to be completely packed, how long this trip is going to be for, and how you want to think about your accommodations and other kinds of options. Now the system has a better pulse on who you are, where you're traveling from, who is in your traveling group. I can now write more about what I want to do. I can speak to it. I can upload some images. Let's go ahead and actually choose an image, give it to Auvoya and say, hey, I saw that in Instagram. Why don't you find out what that is about? Now I'm going to say, go ahead and design an itinerary. It correctly guessed that this is about Egypt, and it gives me some information, but it knows that I probably want to know more. So let's go ahead and do that. And what it is doing right now, it is giving me much more information about things to do, while it is also collecting data in real time from some of the sources like weather or security information. There are interesting restaurants, historical landmarks, all of these data, all of that information is personalized based on the location as well as where I'm traveling from. Now, what if I want to say, hey, Auvoya, go ahead and build this itinerary for me. What it is doing is going to give me a bunch of options. And here, for example, it's saying, hey, you probably want to see the pyramids. Yes, that makes sense. As I'm doing that, here we see our proprietary technology where you're using personalization engine with our agentic architecture and our vector data set that is looking at how my trip is shaping up to be. So this is something we call experience quotient. Auvoya is learning how to change some of the options to present to me in the future. We can personalize it further. I can go ahead and select maybe different number of days. So let's select 7 to 10 days. I can also do either direct planning based on my dates if I know that, or if I'm still planning, I can do a week, a month, or a season. And now I have an option of taking the recommendation that Auvoya has given me for that location based on the budget, as well as how much time I want to spend moving around. Now, when I'm satisfied, I'm going to go ahead and say, let's create a more detailed itinerary. So now Auvoya has taken me down from the very top level to what I'm going to do in each location, to what the activities day over day is going to look like. I can also share this. I have a link and share it and invite people who can come in and look at the same itinerary and add their thoughts. If I like something, but I want to move this around, I can change, I can add more things to it. And then when I'm ready, I can go ahead and book the trip using our integration with booking platforms on the different hotels and flights, trains. But what if today I don't have a specific idea to start with? And here I'm going to answer a few questions. Yes, sure, this is going to be for me and my partner. And now I'm going to finish. Here I see an option of idea board. I can pick and choose images, words. And now as I pick a few different things, Auvoya's agentic AI is going to run behind the scene, connecting all the dots. So now you see here a different mix, right? Barcelona, great mix of lively nightlife, architectural arts and cultures. Miami, sort of similar, isn't it? It has read my intentions pretty well, and I can go ahead and pick the same one of the options and build out the itinerary in the same way. So what I've showed you is how we are building out Auvoya as a very different way to learn more about why people are traveling, who they're traveling with. Let AI pick up the heavy duty research and connection points. What we are looking for partnering with right-minded investors that probably are looking for 3 things, right? One, they're interested in a category creation move, and I think Auvoya has the potential. We are not building another booking.com or a Expedia search engine or a wrapper on ChatGPT. Second, if you're interested in thinking about how can you really capitalize on profound sense of inefficiency when you look at the incumbents in this space? And we believe this is a time when AI can bring personalization at scale. And last but not least, if you want to work with, early stage startup team that have very deep technical chops. My co-founder, CTO, has a PhD in computer vision, AI, and spent a lot of time designing autonomous vehicle technology. Myself also a master's degree in AI, but I spent more than 25 years in the technology world, including taking companies through IPO like Anaplan, and learned how to bring in category defining platforms and products into the market. With your help, we want to take Auvoya to the next level. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for your interest in Auvoya and what it can do for our travel planning and experience in the future.